Hi guys. So basically I'm standing here with my hair sopping wet and you must be wondering why. There's a couple things that people with curly hair have to really pay attention to, and that is keeping as much moisture in the hair as possible. Meaning you have to put your product in as soon as you, like in the shower or directly when you get out. Like no wringing the hair out, no wrapping it in a towel, anything like that. Because once you start taking the water out, the curl starts to want to frizz. And I'll show you guys something. So look very carefully how the curls are really bunched together. They're not perfect curls yet because they're really wet, but you can see that they want to form together. That's how you create a curl that's not frizzy, and that's what we want to create today. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that with the products that I use. Hey, use whatever works. I mean, if you can buy something at the drugstore and it works, fantastic. I personally cannot. I've tried every product on the market for curly hair for me and my daughter. She has ringlets, like curly Sue ringlets, so I'll do a tutorial on that as well if you guys have that kind of hair. So I'm going to show you guys what I use. I use actually all of their products. I use Deva Curl. I use the Believe It. Ooh, that light is super bright, so let's try to focus. There we go. So I use the Believe In, and then I use a little bit of the light defining gel. So I go through this pretty quick. This one not so much. This will probably last me like a full year. In the shower, I use a very moisturizing shampoo, and I also use a mask on my hair. I don't even use a conditioner because for me, my hair is actually naturally really coarse. I have to use a really deep conditioning mask as conditioner because, like I said, my hair needs a lot of moisture and it needs to be softened up. So this is a little pricey, but worth purchasing like 2 or 3 at a time because you can go through this product a lot quicker, and I'll show you why. So with this one, I always start with a very large amount, so I can't really, let's see if you can see that. So it's a really giant puddle, it's so bright, of product. And the reason why I use a lot is because I really want to coat the hair evenly. So I just rub my hands together just to spread out the product evenly. And all I'm going to do is concentrate on the ends first. So I'm going to split it in two. I'll show you guys. I'm going to split it in two and just kind of coat the hair. Not really like finger combing it yet, and not really scrunching it or doing anything. Because right now, all I care about is making sure that all the strands have an equal amount of product on them. So you saw I didn't really do any detail work yet. So I'm going to take the same amount, and now I'm going to start working towards the roots. So I'm going to take it about the mid shaft, and I'm going to start working it through the roots. And you see, all I'm doing is wiping right now. And that's just to start concentrating that product evenly. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of scrunching. You guys can see that it's already starting to develop the curl. And that's because when you add moisture, which is basically like a leave-in conditioner, when you add moisture, the curls want to gather and they want to bounce and they want to create like this beautiful pattern. And now I'm going to just start finger combing the product through the root area and around the front. Now I'm taking, actually, I forgot to show you, but I took smaller amounts and I'm putting it here. Ooh, look at the curl pattern, it's so pretty. Okay, now here's where I'm gonna start combing it through, because I wanna start to create more of a defined look. Okay, sometimes it's not good to comb it all the way through, so I'm gonna just bunch it all together. Why did I do that? And I don't know if you can, yeah, you guys can hear the squish. That means that there's a lot of moisture in there, and that's a good thing. If you don't hear the squishy sound, there's not enough water in your hair. Like right now, my floor is pretty slippery at the moment. So I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna kind of redistribute that water and that moisture through. And I'm scrunching it so I can start to create those curls again. Okay, they're back. Phew. Okay, no finger combing sometimes. Sometimes finger combing the hair is gonna like separate the curls too much. So you see how I'm kind of dropping my head all the time? I'm like flipping it over and making sure that I'm getting all of this volume. That's what you want to concentrate on, is mostly volume here. You don't want these curls to be like super voluminous at the bottom and then super flat at the top. And I personally have almost like a one length cut. I don't really have a lot of layers in my hair. So for somebody who has layers but they're cut for curly hair, it's gonna look so much like voluminous and full. So I'm gonna have to really work on my curls to make them look that way. All right, guys, so I think I have enough of that leave-in and leave-in in. And I'm gonna use the light defining gel. So they have different formulas for different curl patterns, and this is my combination that I know works best for me. So with this, now that I used a good portion, I'm only going to wipe. I am literally just coating the hair and scrunching a little bit on the ends. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit more. Flip this over. You see how I keep going side to side? It's so that my curls don't they don't stay on only one side, and you don't want them to do that, because when you throw your hair back, or if you do have a natural part, I guess it's just gonna fall in that pattern, because our hair has memory. So wherever you're used to parting it, it's gonna want to go anyways. I try my best not to have a part when I have my hair curly, but it happens sometimes, so whatever. We just work with what we got. Okay, as you guys can see now, I'm literally just scrunching this product in, and I don't need any more. I don't want my hair crunchy. I don't want it to look like crispy, and I want it to look defined, and it's gonna look shiny still, but it's gonna be soft. And that's why I like this product line so much, is because it concentrates mostly on moisturizing the hair. And when your hair has moisture, once again, I'm explaining this, when your hair has moisture, it will curl on its own. Like, it wants to hold that curl. We want healthy, shiny, beautiful curls. Like, that's our goal here. So, but if you can find a product that's like a really nice leave-in, and then you put that gel to just finish it and just seal that moisture in, that would be great. Like, that's a great routine to have instead of gel only, because gel really does damage the hair. And especially if you're using a blow dryer or diffuser, I guess if you air dry your hair, then it's going to be a lot easier to take care of it. But for me, I can't walk around with my hair sopping wet like this. So I'm going to show you guys how I use my diffuser. It's a universal diffuser. It fits on everyone's dryer. It has like this really cool silicone band around the top, and that's so that it'll fit on any blow dryer. I use my muscles. But I like to do this where it looks like the hand is like facing up, because it's going to basically be scrunching my hair as it's drying. And what other diffusers don't have is air coming through all sides. This one does. The other ones, they look like a bowl, and you can set your hair in that and it works as well. It just doesn't work as fast, and sometimes it creates too much frizz. So I found with this, you're not gonna feel a lot of wind. You're not gonna feel a lot of power, even when it's on full blast. And I'll show you what sequence to use and what settings to use that are going to set your curls without making them frizzy, and putting them in the style that really looks good on your hair. Like, this is going to be very, very detailed. I got water in my ears. So if you guys are looking for a great blow dryer, FHI Heat, the Nano Salon Pro 2000 is what I use. It's amazing. And basically I'm going to show you the settings that I use on this one. So I'm going to use the low fan and warm setting, just to start. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I really just want to start getting the moisture out, like the sopping, that wetness, the water that's just in there sitting. I want to just start to get that evaporated. I really don't want to start working on the curls. I really just want to start drying it a little bit. So we're going to do low setting, low heat. And you'll see how I literally just use it as if I were scrunching with my hands. It works fantastic that way. And I'm not going to spend too much time. I'm only going to use it, you know, on different parts of my hair for probably about a minute or so each section. Like I said, all I'm doing is getting the moisture out. All I'm doing is just trying to dry the hair just a little bit. I'm concentrating underneath the hair because I always seem to miss this area. Alright, so we're going to flip over because we always want to work from side to side. That's how you're going to get even volume on your whole head. And you guys notice my head is always tilted except for when I'm talking to you. Alright, so let's go to this side. And I don't know if you can notice, but it's already starting to dry a little bit. Those curls are starting to set even on low heat and low fan setting. So basically we're trying not to disrupt the curls. We're trying to keep them happy in their own state, their happy state. And you'll always see me touching the hair just to see like how dry or how wet certain pieces are, to make sure that I'm not forgetting certain areas, because honestly this process sometimes it can take a long time depending on how porous your hair is and how much it wants to hold on to water. But for me it's about a 20-minute process, and it's only because I got a keratin treatment about a month ago, and my hair is going to dry a lot faster, because what keratin treatments do is they seal the cuticle with a product that kind of deflects moisture and water. So I know it seems kind of like an oxymoron. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to maintain moisture in the curl. You can still maintain moisture in the curl with the keratin treatment, and you'll see that I will still have volume. I won't have as much frizz, I guess, as I normally would. But even if I didn't have the keratin treatment, it would still turn out this way. Basically what it would do is it would frizz a little bit more on the second and third day. On my second and third day with the keratin treatment, it still looks very silky and soft. Alright, so I feel like it's starting to get volume, it's starting to dry a little bit, so I'm going to actually turn the heat up. Leave the fan on low, but turn the heat up. So now I want to start drying it a lot quicker. Okay, so now that I've thoroughly dried around my hairline, I've dried underneath, and I flipped over, I'm going to turn it on the highest setting because now this is the final step. So this is going to set the hair completely. Whoop, get out my lip gloss. Ready? You guys can already see this curl is amazing. And it's super soft. I know it looks crunchy, but it's not. Woo, it's hot. So you have to be careful not to keep it in one place for too long. Alright, we're going to flip it over that way. You can see where it's starting to dry right here, and then it's kind of flat right here. That's because this part is still wet. So we're just going to get all of that moisture out, and I'm going to flip my head over, and you guys will see how I do this. Volume! Ready? Woo. That is curl. Alright, let's move this out of the way. Now my natural wave pattern is like a curly wavy hair. A curly wave. It's not necessarily like super curly. If I were to let it air dry, it definitely wouldn't be this curly, which is why I use the diffuser, because I love it so much. I gotta turn this music down. Sorry. Oops, not all the way down. I have to do everything to music. Everything. I love it. Okay, so you guys can see, I mean, it's still a little bit damp right here, but my hair is super soft. The curls are super shiny. It doesn't feel weighed down heavy. It doesn't feel crunchy, which I love. I love, love, love this product line. Okay. But yeah, I think you guys get the gist. I love it. If you'd like to see a different tutorial, hey, just comment below, let me know. And I will get them out as quickly as possible. You guys are the best. I love you guys. You're amazing. Thank you so much for everything and all your support and love and likes. Please go share, please go comment, please give me a thumbs up, all of that good stuff. And I'll be sure to do as much as I possibly can for you guys in this whole beauty world. Yeah. I'm here for you. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome. You guys are the best. I love you so much. Thanks. Bye, lovelies. Mwah.